What's up, y'all? It's your boy, BioSpider 3.0, back with another review. And today we got a heavy hitter, man, heavy hitter. Today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Monster Venom Build-A-Figure Wave Carnage. This figure, I think, was released in like 2017, 2018. So it's an older figure at this point, but it still feels relatively new to me. Man, I can't tell you how long I've waited to get this figure, guys. Like, it's been a minute. I never had a Carnage figure. Always wanted one. It was just hard to like find a solid, Marvel Legends Carnage. And I know there was like the one from the old Toy Biz. I think like a 5-pack. They had that Carnage. Even before that one, they had the Carnage on like the retro card. The Spider-Man animated series retro card. That was like a much smaller figure, but it was really dope. It still had that classic look, and I still want to get that figure one day. But I was always looking for a solid like 6-inch scale Carnage figure, and I don't know, I just wasn't really too into the one from the 5-pack. I don't know, I didn't really like the design of it. I thought he just looked a little too cruddy, like with the black paint and everything. I don't know, I didn't really like how they did like the mouth and how they handled some of the paint apps on that figure. So I was looking for something a little more sleek and classic looking. And this is basically the exact look that I was looking for, man. So I'm very excited that they finally made a Carnage with this look. And it's basically, this one is just an updated version of the one that came out in 2014 with the what was it, the Ultimate Goblin Build-A-Figure wave. So it's basically just that figure, exact same body and everything, just updated. So this one comes with some more accessories. We've got an alternate head here, which looks awesome. This freaking Cletus Kasady head. And then obviously a Build-A-Figure piece for the Monster Venom, which happens to be the head, which also looks great. So yeah, man, got this from a seller off of eBay. They weren't able to get back to me in time before this review, so I'm not sure if it's okay to shout them out. So if they happen to get back to me, after I finish filming this, I'll definitely throw their name in the description so you guys can check them out and see what they've got on YouTube. Hopefully you can get some, or YouTube, excuse me, eBay, so you can see if you can get some cool items from them in the future. But yeah, man, finally was able to find this guy at a price that I was willing to pay, because a lot of people sell this guy for like 50 and up, and I was like, I'm definitely not gonna pay that much for a Marvel Legends figure, of this caliber. Like that's ridiculous. But I'll just put it to you like this: I paid like in the 30s, so more than I would normally pay for a Marvel Legends. But like I said, I've really been wanting this, Carnage figure for quite some time, and I finally found somebody selling it, under 40s and all that. So I paid, within the $30 range, and I was, completely fine with that, because I'm just so happy. The seller actually said in the description that he was only going to include the tray for the figure and not the box, but I guess I don't know. I guess he decided to put it back in the box, and he sent the box too. So that's awesome, because I love getting these Marvel Legends packages. I always appreciate getting the box. So see him right there in the window, looking dope. Legends series, got a nice Venom logo at the top there. It says Marvel, Venom from the Venom movie Carnage. Hasbro obviously got some nice artwork of Carnage on the side, looking dope. Nice picture on the back with a bio that reads, "Merged with the toxic Venom symbiote, Cletus Kasady hones his psychopathic tendencies as the merciless villain Carnage." So I love it, man. I love it. And down here you can see, all the figures in the wave that you need to build the Monster Venom. So we got Monster Venom right here. So they have Venom in this wave, this Carnage, of course, Poison, Spider-Ham, Scream, and who is that? Typhoid Mary, who I honestly have never really heard of until recently. I saw like, reviews and stuff, but not familiar with that character at all. But yeah, let's not wait any longer. Let's crack this open and take a look at Carnage. So excited for this one, man. Oh man, been wanting Carnage so long, you guys don't even know. So this figure is looking very promising, so I'm very happy. Let's crack this bad boy open. See what we got. All right. So goes that. And I really like the color of the packaging, by the way. You know, the white. I really like the white background for the packaging. I think it just looks very clean and pristine. Very, very nice packaging. Alright, so separate. Oh, Butterfingers today. I got him. Separate Carnage from his plastic prison. Alright, there we go. Alright. Mr. Kasady is out. He is free from his prison. Alright. Looking dope, man. Oh, man. Oh, yes. This is awesome. So let me go ahead and get him stood up here. Let me stand him up. Alright, there is Mr. Cletus Kasady. Let me go ahead and get the rest of his accessories out. Put that there. Some tendrils. Some extra hands. And the Venom head. Monster Venom head. Alright, there we go. So here he is, Mr. Cletus Kasady as Carnage. And oh man, I am just geeking out, man. This is so dope. So they used the Bucky cap mold for the the body of this figure, and I think that was honestly the perfect choice. I know the Bucky cap gets overused a lot when it comes to Marvel Legends, but for this particular character, I think it is like the perfect mold that they could have chosen. It's perfect, especially for Carnage. Carnage has always been kind of a slimmer figure. He's got muscle and everything, but he's more of like a lanky, wiry type of character with the symbiote and everything. So I think this was the perfect body choice that they could have gone with, and he looks freaking amazing, man. Let's take a closer look at this. Oh man, that is sick. Look at that. So very nice paint apps. I love the red and the black. I will note there is a difference in some of the reds on this figure, which is a little unfortunate, but I don't mind it too much. I can definitely overlook it. Towards like the bottom half, he's definitely like a lighter red compared to the torso and kind of on the arms. I'd say the torso is like the darkest part on him, the darkest shade of red. Whereas, the original figure from the Ultimate Goblin Build-A-Figure wave, that was basically the exact same figure minus some of the accessories. It had a more consistent coloring as far as the red goes. I want to say it was like closer to this lighter red, and it was consistent throughout the figure. So I'm not really sure why the reds changed on this one, but either way, it still looks really, really good. And just look at that, very nicely continued through the back. I absolutely love the paint apps for this black that they have going through the figure through all the red parts. I think it came out looking very clean and just very professional and good. I know some people tend to like the black sculpted onto him, but I feel like for this particular look of Carnage, I actually kind of prefer the flat paint job. I don't really think that he needed sculpted black lines for this particular look. I know they have the other version that I believe, I'm not sure if it was in this wave, but there was a wave not long after this that had another Carnage with like an alternate head. It wasn't a Cletus Kasady head. It was like two different symbiote Carnage heads, and it had some tendrils and stuff. And the black lines were sculpted on that figure, and that one looked cool. I would just say it's a different look for Carnage, and I guess for that figure, it worked. But I feel like on this one, I definitely like the more flat, black paint job, throughout the figure, because I think it just works, man. It's very nicely done, especially being that the lines are kind of thick. I think if they had done it thinner, it wouldn't have looked as good, but because they did it, so thick and kind of methodical, just, going throughout the red, it looks like it's actually like part of him and the symbiote and everything. So I think it looks great. I don't have any problems with it being like a flat paint job. I think it looks awesome. So yeah, you can see he's looking dope, man. He's got right now he's got his this big hand on him, which looks really dope, and then he also has this axe hand, which is really awesome. So he looks fantastic. So let's take a quick look at the accessories he comes with, and then we'll get into play and display. So first and foremost, we'll take a look at his alternate hands, which look freaking awesome. He's got these nice razor sharp hands. Got some claws going, looking really nice. I'm not sure how I feel as far as like the hands maybe needing like black paint apps or not, or if I'm okay with just this plain red. Um, I don't know. I think I'm okay with it honestly. I may or may not add some black paint apps later just to make it more consistent with the rest of his body, but I think the plain red actually looks pretty good. So he comes with a kind of like almost closed hand, kind of almost like a gripping hand. And he comes with another one, slightly more open hand. And I just love the sculpt on these, man. These fingers that are like all sharp and look like little daggers. I love that. It's perfect for Carnage, man. So nicely done. Really like these alternate hands. And then he comes with this extra set of tendrils, and I absolutely love the tendrils. I'm so glad that they put it with this figure. To be honest, I feel like the tendrils kind of make or break this figure, and I'm just really glad that Hasbro decided to throw in these tendrils with him, especially the fact that they're removable. So if you don't want as many tendrils, you can take this off. You see this has a peg, so it's going to peg right into his back. I'll show that off in just a bit. But yeah, the tendrils are just such a cool, unique thing to Carnage, and I always like that because I feel like it kind of gives him some distinction from Venom, and it just makes him look, more creepy and more alien-like. So I always like that the tendrils, you know, are like a part of Carnage, and they're always coming off and interacting with the environment. It's just very cool. I feel like it goes perfectly with Carnage's, psychopathic character. It's like these are kind of like a reflection of the madness to me in his head, just going crazy, going everywhere. So that's really dope. Of course, we get the Carnage head sculpt, which is amazing. I think they nailed this Carnage head sculpt. I love the classic look of this Carnage head sculpt, man. I mean, this is perfect. I'm so glad that they decided to go with this particular look. I wouldn't change anything about this head sculpt. It is so nicely done. You can see the paint apps, very clean for this. Pretty clean. Nice white eyes. See right there. In the black, you can see the teeth are like sculpted at the top there. And then the jaw and everything. He's got some nice like red. You can see like the tongue in there and everything. Oh man, just a perfect Carnage head sculpt. I mean, this is exactly what I would have wanted. So I'm just so pleased with this, man. I love it. Absolutely love this head sculpt. Yeah, there might be like a slight fuzz, slight paint mishap, like in the center towards the eyes right there. But other than that, it's perfect. I love this head sculpt. And then he also comes with the monster Venom head sculpt. Get some focus on that, which looks amazing. I can't wait. This is one of the few Build-A-Figures that I actually want to build. So I might, be looking for parts for this pretty soon. But here's the monster Venom head, which looks great. Look at the paint apps on that, man. Oh man, and the tongue coming out, the jaw. Oh man, freaking dope. I love this head sculpt so much. This is amazing. I can't wait to build this figure. I'll definitely drop a review when I get the whole thing built. But yeah, solid headpiece right there. So back to Carnage, the maniacal beast. Let's check out play and display, and then I will swap out the heads for the symbiote head. So for play and display, we've got shoulders, or we'll start with the head. So for the head, we can look up. We're on a ball and a hinge. You can look up very far, all the way, looking dope. There's your profile, looking down all the way. You can tuck his head in very nicely. We can rotate 360 on that ball peg, and we get just a slight bit of leaning You know, it would have been nice to have a little more than that, but we get just the slightest bit of leaning in there. Shoulders, arms go out. Arms are on a ball and a hinge, so they can go out to 90 degrees very, very nicely. So that looks good. Back down by the sides. Of course, rotation. Full 360 rotation in the arms. Looking very, very good. We have a nice bicep swivel. Very, very nice bicep swivel in there. Double jointed elbows that allow very, very good bend. Better than 90, so that's nice. Looking very, very good. Stand back out. We've got rotation in the hands and a hinge that allows them, looks like it's, let's see, horizontal hinges, so in and out type of movement, so that's good. I think that's appropriate for Carnage. We've got a diaphragm joint. It's like an ab, kind of like an ab crunch joint. So it's going to allow him to bend back that far, which is okay. We could use more out of that, but not bad. Bending forward a little bit better, about that far forward. And then we do have a waist twist. So he is able to swivel at the waist. So there you go. Legs can kick up all the way. Better than 90, so that's what's up. Kicking backwards, just gonna run into the sculpt, get you about that far. And then out to the side. Only about that far, which is a little unfortunate, you know. I'd say Carnage is a decently agile character, so I would have liked to see a little bit more range going out to the side, but it's not bad, kind of expected, especially with this body mold. We have the thigh swivel here. Very, very nice, looking good. Got ourselves a double jointed knee. Allows that much going back, so very, very good bend there. We actually have a boot swivel, the boot cut right there. So pretty nicely done. And you know, decently well hidden, so there you go. And foot is on a hinge, so we can go down that far all the way. Comes up about that much. And ankle swivel and rocker in there. So that's what's up. That is what's up. So yeah, Carnage has a pretty good level of articulation for sure. Like I said, this is the Bucky Cap, you know, body, so that's about what we would expect. So very, very good. So yeah, man, I'll show one last look at him close up with the head sculpt. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a little bit closer in here because I think they did a really, really nice job on this Cletus Kasady head sculpt. I mean, look at that. That is amazing, man. For Marvel Legends standards, I think that's pretty freaking good. I think that is a really, really solid head sculpt. Man, look at that. Just shows like the maniacal. I'm going to actually go ahead and pop it off so you can get an up close look at it. Move it from the body. Here we go. Look at that. Oh man, that is like perfect Cletus Kasady right there. Just you can see the crazy in his eyes. Look at that grimace he's got. Smile looking like the Joker, bro. He's just you can tell this dude is just not right in the head. But yeah, he's got this, you know, the hair and everything. I think a wash maybe through the hair would have helped it, you know, look a little better and stand out. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the paint apps on this. Very, very nice looking head sculpt. Very nicely done overall. I love it. I really, really love this head sculpt. And I'm so glad that they threw this in because this did not come with the original Carnage figure. So very, very nice to have the alternate head sculpt for this guy. Pretty clean paint apps overall, so I love this. So now I'm going to go ahead and pop on the Carnage head. And we'll take a closer look at the body with the Carnage head on him. Get it on there. Ooh. Let's see, go in there. There we go. All right. So it didn't exactly snap on, but it's definitely on there. And here we have Mr. Carnage. And I love it, man. I absolutely love this. This is like the perfect Carnage figure in my opinion, as far as like a classic look goes. For Marvel Legends standards, it doesn't get better than this to me. I absolutely love this, man. You got all these dope little tendrils that are made of a, pretty soft plastic, kind of pliable. So you can move these around. They won't get in the way too much. And he just looks amazing, man. Oh, man. So here's some extra tendrils, the ones that go onto his back. So I'm going to go ahead and plug those in. See what he looks like with that on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Woo-wee. That is too clean, man. I love that. Absolutely love that. So you can like rotate this around if you want. If you want his tendrils at like different angles, you can move that back piece around, manipulate it, have it at different angles. You can have it pointing down like that if you want. So that is just so dope. Such a dope inclusion. I'm really glad that Hasbro decided to throw that in there. They didn't have to do that. So I very, very much appreciate that. Thank you very much, Hasbro. Yeah, man, this dude is this figure is too sick, man. I'm having way too much fun. I know I'm gonna be doing a ton of figure photography with this guy for sure. Um, I think that maybe for the like for the axe, I would have liked to see more paint apps for sure. I think maybe because usually his axe has like a lot more black in it, and this is just like a flat, solid red plastic piece. So I'm probably gonna add some of my own black paint apps to this very very soon. But overall, it still is really good. I absolutely love the sculpt for it, and I think it's actually interesting that they decided to kind of give him like a fist, and then show like the tendrils coming out and actually forming an axe. I would have thought that they would have just gave him like an axe hand, but it's actually coming out of his fist. So that's a cool, pretty unique touch. I like that. Very very cool, man. I love this figure. Oh, so dope. So let's go ahead and get to size comparisons since we've looked at play and display, and we will head on out. Oh man, I'm geeking out about this Carnage figure, man. It's just so damn cool. Love it. Absolutely love it. So here is Carnage back here. And I've got a lot of guys I'm going to put this figure next to. You already know. I'm really trying to build, my Spider-Man Rogues, team. I've only got like so many Spider-Man villains right now. I'm definitely trying to get that, Sinister Six team going. Trying to find like all the best Marvel Legends for the Sinister Six, and just really have a strong Spidey Rogues, figure thing going for my display. So yeah, man. Oh, I couldn't be more pleased with this figure, man. It's so freaking dope. So let's get him next to the Black Suit Spider-Man. This is that old Black Suit Spider-Man from the Red Hulk Build-A-Figure wave, way back in the day. I think I still have that Red Hulk arm somewhere too, by the way. But there they are, side by side, looking really, really good. I want to say the Black Suit Spider-Man might be just slightly taller, but they're mostly the same height. Almost neck and neck. Let me turn Carnage here a little bit. There we go, facing the camera. There we go. So yeah, they're pretty close in height, very similar. So there you go. Those look dope. Here he is next to Shocker. The Shocker. Mr. Quilt. Mr. Triple Ply. There he is with Shocker. You can see they're also pretty similar in height. Pretty close to each other in height, so there you go. Let's get him next to, let's see, let me get Green Goblin off his glider here real quick. Get this off, take his feet off. All right, and make sure he's standing up before I place him. Okay, let's see. There we go. Stand right there, Mr. Goblin. So here he is next to the Toy Biz Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1. And they are pretty similar in height as well. Carnage might be just slightly taller to the top of his head, but just mostly the same. Gotta get next to Vulture, another classic Spidey villain. There's the Toy Biz Vulture. Let's see, me moving back just a bit here. Hopefully Vulture stands. He's always a bit tricky. Might have to hold him. You can see Vulture is also pretty close in height, and I think they look pretty good, especially being that this is like, you know, a more modern day Marvel Legends figure from Hasbro, and this one is from, you know, back in the day with Toy Biz. I think these guys still look really good together. So I'm liking that a whole bunch. So there is Vulture with Carnage. Let's see, we'll get him next to Spider-Man 2099. Right here. Let's see. Get his arms coming in a bit more. Make sure he can stand here. Okay, there he is, Spider-Man 2099 with Carnage. And they look to be very close in height as well. Carnage might be just like a hair taller, so there you go. Here he is with the wall-sticking web Spider-Man. And they're just about exactly the same height. And I really like the look of these two side by side. Very, very dope. And let's see who else. We'll get him next to Ned from the 2-pack. 2-pack Ned right there with the Spider-Man mask on. You can see he's just a little bit shorter than Carnage, as he should be. And let's see, here he is with integrated suit Spider-Man, Tom Holland. You can see Tom's just a little bit shorter than Carnage. There you go. We have the Mattel black suit Superman, Man of Steel Superman. And they are just about the same height. Superman might actually be just like a hair taller. So there you go. Let's get him next to Mr. Blade. Toy Biz Blade. And there you go. And there, I think Blade's just a little bit shorter than Carnage there. Just by just a little bit. So there you go. Got Taskmaster. Mr. Taskmaster. You can see Taskmaster is just a little bit taller than Carnage there, but still looking very, very good. And last but not least, we gotta get him next to, you already know, McFarlane Spider-Man. And they look amazing. So there you go. There it is, man. That's what's up. So that's it. That's my review, guys, on the Marvel Legends Monster Venom Build-A-Figure Wave Carnage. Thank you guys so much for watching the review. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Check out my videos. Check out the shorts. Yeah, everything's looking good, man. I'm so pleased with this figure. I'll give it a solid like 9.9 out of 10. It's an almost perfect figure, especially for Marvel Legends standards. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next review. It's your boy BioSpider3. Keep the action going. Peace.